Hey guys, so before I get into this video, I just wanted to chat a little bit with you guys about some amazing perfumes that were sent over to me by Dossier Perfumes. Dossier is a perfume company that specializes in creating high quality scents but at an affordable price. So I'm going to be showing you guys the scents that were sent over to me. The first scent that we're going to be looking at is the Spicy Vanilla, and as you guys can see, it comes with a little travel size sample bottle that I recommend using before moving on to the big bottle, because according to their refund policy, you're supposed to use the sample bottle before moving on to the big bottle in case you don't like it, but I personally like it. I've used both of them so far. And you guys can see the big bottle. It lists all of the ingredients in their perfumes, and it also has a very classy and sleek look to it, as well as a little card which you can use to spray the perfume on. Use as a little sample card. It comes with information about the notes, what it's inspired by, the concentration, a little thank you note, and a how it works section at the bottom. The next scent is Amberry Mint. This one is inspired by Versace Eros, which is an iconic scent, more on the masculine side, definitely a cologne, so that's probably going to be end up getting gifted, but you guys can see the card states the same information. Then we're moving on to the Aromatic Star Anise. This one is inspired by Sauvage by Dior. Once again, comes with the card. You guys can see what notes are used, what it's inspired by, concentration level, thank you note, all that. And I actually have a Sauvage by Dior bottle, and I can confirm that it definitely smells alike. Now on to Aquatic Peony. Aquatic Peony is definitely on the fresher side. This one I think is inspired by Giorgio Armani, and it definitely smells like Giorgio Armani. It does have very similar notes to it as the Giorgio Armani does, and I'm personally very satisfied with everything. So if you guys want to learn more about Dossier and look up the prices, all of their perfumes are super affordable, you guys, starting out at only $29 for each of these bottles, as opposed to $100 and up for perfume scents like Creed's Aventus, Chanel No. 5, etc. So if you guys want more information, it will be linked in the description box below. Now onto the video. So as you guys can see, I am starting out with a fresh face, and all I did for skin prep today was use a gentle cleanser on my face and moisturize just a little bit. But I'm also going to be prepping just a little bit more by going in with some sunscreen. This is the Neutrogena Age Shield Face Oil-Free Sunscreen with an SPF of 110, because we do not be playing around with our sunscreen during the summer months. It is super important to keep your skin protected from sun damage during the summer. So I use that, and then I go in with a little face roller just to get some blood circulation going, make sure my skin is feeling plump and fresh. And I spend quite a generous amount of time just kind of rolling my face, just because it feels like such a nice massage. Then I go in with my primer, my Milk Makeup Primer, and I put it all over my face just as a base for my makeup. Then I go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I just apply it under my eyes and in my T-zone as well. And this is a great concealer, you guys. It's totally full coverage AF, and you don't have to use much of it at all. I then go in with a wet beauty blender just to dab out the product around my eyes and everywhere else I applied it. And it really doesn't take long for the product to blend in, which is really great. So you guys, it literally looks like it's just blended into my skin. Like, I love that. Then I go in to set that with my Laura Mercier powder. This is literally one of my all-time favorite setting powders to use, just because I think it gives it such a nice mattified, sleek finish, and it just blends in with the rest of your makeup and keeps everything locked in. And to apply it, I like to use kind of those big pads, I guess, beauty pads, to just make sure that the blend is totally flawless, because I find that when using a brush or when using a beauty blender, the product tends to not stick onto the makeup as nicely. So I just make sure I use that. Then I go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm using a darker shade for my contour. So I'm starting out by doing my nose contour first, and I'm really just following the natural lines of my nose for this look. The goal isn't to slim, you guys, it is to define, creating definition onto the bone structure. So I also apply it pretty liberally onto the sides of my cheek, within the hollows of my cheek, and around my forehead and under my jaw. So for this video, I'm just using my fingers to blend everything out. I think my beauty blender probably fell on the floor or something like that, so I usually use my beauty blender, but you can use your fingers as well, whatever works for you. Just make sure that everything is blended out nicely. So I'm just using my fingers for my cheeks, my forehead, and my jaw and my nose, making sure I take my sweet time. Then I go in with my Pacifica mattifying powder, and I apply this on top of where I applied my Laura Mercier powder, just to give it that extra mattified look, and also just to make sure that everything looks blended out. I put it on the bridge of my nose as well, just to highlight the spots where it is and where it isn't contoured, just to make it look more defined and structured. Then I go in with my NYX Worth the Hype mascara. I love this mascara, you guys. It's a waterproof mascara, and I just apply it onto my lashes. I will say, you guys, that I don't know why, but the later parts of this footage are slow-mo, but hey, more glam, am I right? I'm now going to be doing some very simple eyeshadow, so I'm going to be using the shades Secret Santa, Meringue, and Cocoa from my Naughty palette by BH Cosmetics, which I use for you guys literally always in every single video. These are the signature shades that I feel just gives my eyes just such a natural but also kind of smoky look if I really want it. So right now I'm just using this shade Secret Santa for the crease. And then I just gently go in with the darker cocoa brown shade for my crease, and I try to make it more of like a fox eye slash like winged eye type of look, just because that's just what suits my eye best. You guys can do whatever, but I just use a flat tip brush and I make kind of a wing-like motion along the crease, which helps give it that kind of fox eye vibe to it. And then I go in and I do my other lid in the same fashion, although whenever I do the other eye, it does end up becoming a little bit darker. That's all good, because we can always blend that out. And to accomplish blending that out, I take that lighter creamy meringue shade that was between the Secret Santa shade and the cocoa shade, and I just apply it to the outer corners just a bit. And also I try to make sure I get it on my brow bone as well, just to highlight that a little bit more. And I use the same brush. You can literally use the same brush for every shade, you guys. It's not a big deal. It actually makes it look a lot better. Gives it that more natural look to it. Showing you guys what shade I'm using. And just adding some final touches. Then I go in to do my brows, and typically, you guys, I do use pencil for my brows. I'm just using gel for this video. I think this is actually an eyeliner that I'm using, just because I could not find my pencil, but just so you guys know, I am a pencil girl. I think gel just comes out way too dark, especially if you have dark brows already, but I'm just trying to be pretty careful, and I am applying it on camera. I'm not using a mirror at all whatsoever. So if it comes out a little darker than expected, that's why. But I'm going in with a brush just to even everything out a little bit better and just make it a little bit more natural looking. So you guys can see I'm just using my brush to carefully kind of sculpt my brows a little better. And I make sure that it's darker along the arch than it is toward the center of the brow, because I see that's a mistake that a lot of people make that I'm trying to avoid. Then I go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. As you guys can see, this is way more of an ivory shade than the last concealer that I showed you. And I'm just going to be defining my brows and making them pop a little bit more. I see a lot of jokes all the time on like TikTok and YouTube about how this is like kind of like the 2016 way to do your brows. I really don't know the difference, nor do I really care, because I just think it looks snatched either way. So if I'm stuck in 2016, you guys, all good. I was in Dubai that year, so no complaints. So now I'm just using my finger to blend the concealer out. You guys can also use a brush or a beauty blender, it doesn't really matter, but obviously since it is a smaller area, I would recommend that you use your finger just to blend everything out more evenly. For my lashes, I am using my Kiss Magnetic Faux Mink Lashes in the style Entice. And I did apply these off camera, at least one of them I applied off camera, but I'm just showing you guys how well the magnet sticks to the liner, and I have worn these a few times. I do have a discount code, not with Kiss, but with Blushberry Beauty, which is another magnetic eyelash line that I really love, and I will include that in the description box as well. Then I go in with my Aloha Coconut Chapstick. I am literally obsessed with this chapstick, you guys. I use this all throughout summer. And I just use this as a base for my lips before going in with my lip gloss. This is the Maybelline Lip Lifter lip gloss in the shade Clear. And it also has a hyaluronic acid in it, just as a mini lip plumper. So it's really great, and I just apply it all over my lips. I'm not doing any type of lip liner today, you guys, so this is literally what I'm just doing, just chapstick and lip gloss. Big summer vibes. So we're really just making sure our lip gloss is popping. And it is. Then I go in with my blush, and I like to apply my blush as kind of like the final touch. So I'm using my e.l.f. Kabuki brush just to apply the blush, and I apply it on top of where I put my contour, just a little bit above where I placed my contour. And you guys can apply blush this way, the way I'm doing it right now. Or you can go about it a little bit differently, and you can smile just to get the apples of your cheeks, which I will show right now. Now, I normally don't apply blush this way during the summer months just because I prefer a more bronzy look as opposed to a rosy flush for my cheeks. But you guys can apply blush any way you want to. Then I go in with my Urban Decay De-Slick finishing spray, and I just apply it all over my face before fanning it just to set it in. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed my everyday makeup tutorial. If you guys did, please hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up button, and the notification bell for more videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.